Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped. Now, my love for the Lancia Delta Integrale goes back a long way, but one of the fantastic things that YouTube has given me is the opportunity to get to drive lots of them. I want to tell you a bit of a story. Way back in the early part of Petrol Ped, I took a photograph of a yellow Lancia Delta Integrale at a Goodwood Breakfast Club. And I posted it on Instagram, and a good friend of mine, Jason Cornish, said, I know whose car that is. He's a mate of mine. If you message him, he'd probably let you drive it. And I messaged him, a guy called Ellis, and a few weeks later, I ended up coming and driving the yellow Integrale, and he also had a Martini liveried Lancia Delta rally car, which I got to drive. Ellis and I have become very good friends over the years, and we've done lots of cool things together. In fact, I've filmed at this very location a number of times. This is a storage unit that they have close to their business where they keep lots of lovely cars. We'll be having a look inside very shortly. Since I've known Ellis, he's had a number of rally cars, and every time he changes his rally car, it gets better and better and better until the car behind me, which is the ultimate incarnation of a Lancia Delta rally car. That is a Group A rally car with all the special trick bits on it, although that's about to be made even more special. But before that work takes place, we're here to take a good look at the car and take it up the road for a drive. Apparently, it's a bit of a monster and is a little bit intimidating, but look at it. It's just so good looking. Anyway, this video is all about Lancia Delta Integrale. It's one of my favourite cars of all time. All right, now then, YouTube. If you've been watching the channel, Ellis, you've been on the channel like 5 times probably.
Yep.
I've wanted to film with this car for a while because it's mega.
It is.
So we're going to try and geek out a bit. So the very first car, the rally car that I drove that you had, that was like a road car that had been tuned and had a cage in it and turned into a rally car.
It was, yes.
This is a rally car.
This is a rally car. It's got all the original Group A underpinnings that were on the works cars. It is works car. Spec.
Because I remember when we first drove that one, you were saying that this isn't a works car, but I quite like one day. You've got one now. So when you say all the, so should we start engine-wise first? So what's the difference between the engine in this and a road-going Integrale in terms of power? And I guess this has got all the bits inside, forged internals and all that kind of stuff.
This is slightly different. This car wasn't built to. We didn't build this. It wasn't built to be a rally car. So the brief history on the car, the guy and the team that built it, it was for track days and hill climbs, but this has been built up over 20 years. The guy had connections in Italy back then, was talking to works teams and bought all of the works parts on the underside of the car, all your drive shafts, your prop shafts, your suspension bits and pieces. They're all made out of titanium.
You're saying the sump is made out of magnesium?
Everything that they could do back in the day to make things lighter and stronger. When they're winning everything, they've got the resources to do. Yeah. So if you know the cars, you start looking at things and you go, oh, that's different. That engine mount's different. That drive shaft's different. Everything is different. The underpinnings, it looks the same, yeah, but the underpinnings, everything is different underneath there. I know I keep saying everything, but there's so much that's different.
It's a shame, because we could maybe have like an hour-long video and literally dive into everything. So what's the power and output of the engine then?
So this engine has been, as I said, been built for track days and hill climbs, and it's running a Motec. It's got 4 settings. So on pump fuel, it's 450 to 500 brake horsepower, and with race fuel in it, it's another 50 to 70, maybe a bit more brake horsepower on top of that. We've only run it on pump fuel, and that is enough.
Your old one was like 3 something?
350, 350,
And that was
370. This is a different animal.
So that, if you remember, after I drove your rally car, I then drove another mate of mine, Richard's track Integrale, and that was running about 500 horsepower. So, geez. Brakes are quite big.
So the brakes, they're Works brakes from back in the day. Works wheels, everything is, you know, not copies, it's original equipment from the rally teams back in the day.
And so 2 things, it's blue.
It's a Ford blue. We didn't paint it that colour. It arrived all in blue, and we've done a couple of events with it, and we were taking it out to Spain. We sent them some pictures, and they sent an email back asking if we were going to decorate it. So we got onto the vinyl man, and he came out and put some martini bits and pieces on it to make it a bit more attractive.
Well, it's awesome, mate. But this is the cool bits and why I love our list of bits. You're just about to take it to pieces, aren't you?
Yes.
So you get his dream rally car.
So
Group A, works car, take it to pieces.
So what we've got is a Jolly Club shell, and we bought that, and we've done a lot of work to it, and it is a bare shell, all prepared. And what we were missing was all of the proper parts to go on it, and that's why we bought this.
I can't wait. So how long is that going to take? When can we come back and drive that?
Well, I think realistically it's at least 6 months, but this is his last drive out, and then it'll be in the workshop.
So then you have a works shell with all the works bits. You've got a works Group A rally car, which is what you've always wanted. So at least does like classic rallies. What's the one you do in Spain?
So we do one in Hosnao, we do Rally Costa Brava, Rally Legend down in Italy. You know, only 1 or 2 a year, but that's what we do. We're never going to win. No. I don't have the budget for that, or the skill, but we go away with some good pals, and we have some fun.
Oh mate, so that is this car. Now a couple of things. This car will then have. You'll have a shell that needs bits on it, so you then put this car back on the road.
Yes. And
then it'll be for sale. But while we're talking about cars for sale and before we drive it, in that unit behind me, if you like your Delta Integrales, it is a world of loveliness in there.
It is.
Should we go and have a quick walk round? Yep. Will you show us all the cars in here?
Come on.
We're going to walk round this unit point of view because there's some lovely cars in here. So, can we start with this one?
Yes.
I know it's not yours, but it has quite a special owner, doesn't it?
It does, yes. This was built by Auto Integrale. It's a replica car, obviously to a high standard, and this one actually belongs to JK from Jamiroquai.
Mr. Jamiroquai's car, it is. Very, very cool. So, tell us a bit about Auto Integrale, and also tell us a bit about this car, because this car, if you want an Integrale rally car, you need this one because it's actually for sale.
So this car, this is a Group A car. It's, again, all Group A running gear. It's got the previous gearbox to what that one has. That has an R90 gearbox. This has an R70 gearbox. Again, all works running gear. This was rallied out in Italy. We imported it end of last year. I'm very pleased with it.
I mean, it's an absolutely mega spec. Just a quick one. When you finished your car with the new Jolly Shell, is it going to be white with Martini?
It's going to be back to white Martini.
Yeah, this is the more traditional factory look. But yeah, this is good. So we're going to have to talk some numbers. Just give us some rough numbers, because the thing for me that amazes me about Integrales is just how much value they are now.
Yep.
So if you want to buy a works Group A car?
So one that's been campaigned back in the day.
Yeah.
There's one the same as this that has been driven by Mickey Biasion and Juha Kankinen, currently for sale for £600,000+. This hasn't been driven by either of those chaps.
Yeah.
However, it's got the underpinnings and it's ready to go rallying.
Go on then. How much?
This one is currently going to be for sale for about £140,000.
Okay. All right. Bargain. Okay.
I think so.
Bargain.
We've bought it to sell it.
Yeah.
So we're not pricing it out of the market.
It's just so. Oh, it smells like a rally car as well.
It will do.
Okay, now let's go. Can we have a look around some of these road going ones? Because there's just something about an Integrale, and this place is full of them. This red one is stunning.
Another one for sale. We've known the owner for probably the last 20 years, and it was just sitting in his garage. We took it back, refreshed it. Very nice car. We've put the black leather interior in it because the interior in it was a little bit tired.
They're just awesome things.
Rosso Monza. Good miles on this one, I think. I don't know what it is, but.
Wow. Okay.
Evo 1.
That's an Evo 1.
That is an Evo 1. Don't be fooled by the Evo 2 gutters.
Okay. These two are pretty special.
That's a Lord Blue Evo 2. Okay, this car was owned by the guy that bought my Martini rally car, the one you drove.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's what he's moved into.
Yeah, okay.
And we took this one off him. This was his pride and joy, and he's now the lucky owner of my Martini.
This one, though.
This is
the spec on this one is just so me green with tan interior. I mean, that is lovely.
This is a limited edition Verde York. This was a full nut and bolt rebuild. Wow.
Go on then. How much are we now talking?
I think this one here is 120,000.
Wow. They do look awesome though.
But that probably cost us near every penny to carry that out. And as you look at the top of it, the underside of it is as clean. Everything is new. As many new parts as we could put on it.
And then we wander down there. There's one hiding under a cover we don't want to see. And then there's two. So this is a bit like your Giallo, right?
So this is the same as my Giallo.
Giallo.
220.
You have to turn into an Italian one. Giallo.
Exactly that. 220 of these made. This is exactly the same as my car that you drove all those years ago.
Which you still have.
I still have. Had the roads not been so terrible today, I would have brought it up. Very nice car. We sold this 4 or 5 years ago, and we look after it for the customer.
Wow. And then there's another one.
Yeah. This is very similar. This is one of 400. It's an Evo 1. Black leather interior, not the high back interior that's the same as in the Evo 2. Ferrari yellow. 400 of these made.
Wow.
This one's only done 18,000 kilometres from new.
That is nuts. Yeah. 18,000 kilometres.
Yeah, we imported it from Italy a couple of years ago. Here it is.
And then, so this is right, one of my mates I shared some digs with at university was a big Fiat 121 fan, right? And he'd absolutely kill for this. So this isn't an Integrale, but
no,
this is so cool.
A Fiat 131.
131, sorry.
131.
Yeah.
Mirror Fury that at some point in its life, it's had the Group 4 arches, the kit put on it. And again, we bought it a couple of years ago. We've got it running nicely, given it a fresh coat of paint. Currently for sale.
There's just look, there's another rally car there, and there's another lovely car over there.
Plenty to look at.
Mate, honestly, you come here and it's these things are just, when you see them out on the road and you see one, they're really special. When you come here and there's like a whole building full of them, it's very cool. But can we go and make some noise?
Yes, let's crack on.
We thought we'd talk about Ellis's car outside the car because I don't think we're going to be able to hear much in the car.
No. We'll do our best.
Let's go. sounds pretty good.
Good. All good? Should we go?
Yeah, let's go. So you can warm it up for me.
No worries. Yeah, it's a bit temperamental. Get a bit of warmth into it, should be fine.
So gearbox wise, so this is a 6-speed rather than the 5 you'd find in a normal kind of road graph.
Exactly. So this is the R90, which was the last incarnation in these cars, which is 6-speed dog box.
Straight cut gears.
Straight cut gears.
Hence the lovely wine.
Yes. And that's all the diffs and everything else. And you've got to be quite purposeful with it.
Yeah.
It's not
No messing around.
no messing around.
So we're in map 1, 450 to 500 brake.
450, 500 brake, mat 1.
Yeah,
We've got 2 mats on road fuel
yeah.
and 2 on race fuel, which we've not tried.
But it's wet today, so can we stay in map 1?
We will stay in that one, that's for sure.
And then weight-wise, obviously we're talking about the fact everything was light, lots of titanium, and you are clear to go. Lots of titanium and lightweight bits, magnesium wheels, magnesium
This weighs approximately 1,100 kilos. Which
11. And I'm already loving the blow off on the turbo.
this has got a GT30 external wastegate turbo on it, which you wouldn't find normally one of these, which is what makes it a bit mad.
Yeah. Oh yeah!
Quite quick, isn't it?
That,
Just mat 1.
that's different gravy compared to your old one.
But that's completely different.
That's ridiculous. It's funny today, obviously we're out on the public road and just a little feel for what the car's like. And when you sit in these and you think of the likes of Mickey Biasion and the guys that raced them back in period and what they were doing with them, just mind-blowing.
This is tame on the roads. I mean, we do a bit of tarmac rallying, and when you're going a bit faster and pick up the pace, the car behaves completely differently. All the diffs start working. Yeah, it's a different experience.
Right. I'm in.
You're in.
Yeah.
So this is the second time we'll be being in the passenger seat of this.
Only the second time.
The first time it scared me.
Well, I'll try not to do that.
Yeah, it's
It is a touch intimidating though, to be fair. Just loose. Those belts nice and loose.
right. Kill switch is on, so just the usual.
So
Left
Oh.
toggle, yeah.
So before
take-
you just primed it up at the clutch down.
Yeah, it's alright.
Already it's a thing. I think sometimes, you know, when you get in a car and you can almost feel its character straight away. This is drive me fast, on the limit. You were saying about the diffs and the underpinnings of the car. They're not happy unless it's really being driven hard.
No, exactly. It's so different to the road setup.
say if you enjoyed that one. Give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. And I'll see you on the next film. Cheers, mate.